Hello and welcome guys to another status report highlight for the week of 27th of October 2014. We're going to kick it off as usual with producer Brian Hicks, who mentions over the next few weeks you will hopefully begin to see small but effective changes to how the status reports, dev streams and DayZ website are laid out. In order to facilitate this, the traditional format of the dev streams will change and the status reports will begin to focus more on the tech side of DayZ, as well as the existing discipline soapboxes and stand-up notes. The DayZ website will soon feature an early access calendar covering the intended experimental and stable branch updates, play sessions, dev talks, special events, and consumer show attendance. He also mentions that they are currently working to address the issues encountered during pre-release testing for 0.50 to stable branch, but we can play it now on experimental branch. So make sure to check out the DayZ Dev Hub weekly and keep an eye out for the changes to DayZ.com. Next up we have lead game designer Peter, who talks about taking care of your character and that it was also extended with shoes degradation, which is dependent on shoes durability, surface roughness they are used on, movement speed and distance walked. Character exposure to weather, temperature and wetness was tweaked, and with the addition of heat packs even snipers must not fear they will freeze out during their camping. Also other features were expanded as well, repairing items and clothing with duct tape and leather sewing kit. You can also now use the sewing kits to stitch your wounds. Peter then goes on to talk about the upcoming work-in-progress inventory system, which I will quote, "Horizontally oriented inventory uses better screen space of nowadays 16:9 monitors. This layout will reduce necessity to scroll through inventory to minimum and doesn't obscure view on player's character and its surroundings. The player has a better overview of the items they possess, and time for all management of loot is significantly reduced. Inventory is fully modular so it fits even on a 4x3 and offers future possibility to be even organized by players themselves. All the slot sizes are the same through the whole AI so the player is always sure whether an item fits in a slot or not. Player can choose whether he wants to have an avatar panel on left or right side of the screen, and can also organize order of containers." And finally this week we have lead animator Victor, who mentions that there has been progress on the new zombies as they are working on the internal build, running around using the new systems. Now that is something I am looking forward to. But finally in this week's report, Victor mentions that last week we had many discussions about some great stuff coming to the game. One he is most excited about is the injured player, also known as a limping animation, already shown a while ago, in a dev blog from Dean Hall on 3rd of August 2013. And he mentions it wasn't the right time to bring this to the game yet because it is tied to many systems and most of the default animations have to be done and finalized first. They have agreed on how many injury stages there will be and also would like to represent some illness with an animation like cough, sneeze, fever and more. To be clear, this is something we won't get sooner than sometime next year, but I'm sure it's worth the wait. That's it for this week's status report highlight for the 27th of October 2014. As always, I would recommend you read these status reports in full yourselves for the most amount of information that it provides. All links will be in the description, as well as for DayZ TV for all your latest DayZ news and information. And I'll see you peeps next time.